am super excited to do this interview with a good friend and fellow BNI member of mine. I'm Jackie Veely, but you guys probably know that because hopefully you're on my Facebook page. And this is my good friend, Bonnie Gessling,
Hi.
who I met, I guess a year ago, we met at BNI. So for those that don't know, BNI is a networking group, and we meet every week at Thursday morning, 7 a.m. over at the local VFW. We don't like the 7 a.m. so much.
It's early, but it's a good group, so it's worth it.
It is a good group. It is a good group. And it gets me out of the house because otherwise I'd be sitting there and not getting a chance to interact with folks as much as I'd like to. So with that, I got a chance to meet Bonnie of Bonnie's Healing Hands. We're actually in her office and she's got some of her great certificates and all of her great gadgets. We've got a great massage table, heated massage table right here that we're doing this. Yeah, for sure. But I wanted to take a minute, Bonnie. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm located at 48 Woodport Road on the lower level. I'm between the consignment shop and Bill Wright's music studio. And I utilize all 30 of my certificates, and this is my playground, and I welcome you to it.
And she's so good. She's done some of her great modalities with me too. I've enjoyed that so much. And what kind of hours? You have more than one location too, don't you?
Yeah, Parsippany and up and coming Chatham and Fairfield. I gear my hours towards my client. So I mean, if you look on my website, it says 11 to 8. But I try and save those early morning appointments for people who work and they want to come in before work, or I can work a little bit later for people who want to come after work. So I gear my hours towards my client.
Nice. That's a good thing, right? Being nice and flexible. So what got you started in massage therapy?
I went to beauty school, hated it. Did not want to do hair, but stick me in the back with the facials and the pedicures, and that was like my meat and potatoes. I was thrilled to do it. I loved it. I did step back for a little while, but I came back a couple of years ago and retrained, and it was passion renewed.
That's great. Well, I can tell you just light up when you talk about it. And you do that. She does that when we have our weekly meetings with BNI, and she talks about a certain modality or different thing. I've learned so much just in a year of spending some time with her. So you mentioned, what was it, 17 different modalities? Tell us a little bit about those.
Certifications.
Oh, 30.
Yeah, and I like to use them all. I do your regular modalities like your deep tissues, your Swedish, your hot stone, cold stone for your face, and even in the summer you could do a cold stone on your body. Bamboo, gua sha, cupping, percussive gun, prenatal, postnatal, cancer, frozen shoulder, sciatic pain. And then I delve into the beauty realm because I'm licensed there. So I do teeth whitening, body contouring, facials, dermaplaning. And the list is never going to end because I don't ever want to retire. I
Good
love
for
what
you.
I do. Retirement's not in my plan.
Yeah, it sounds like you love it. And that's the thing. And I think that comes out when someone comes and gets a treatment from you because they just know that, that love and energy, and that's part of it too, right? Your energy that you're giving off as in the types of things that you're doing really transfers to someone. Does it ever transfer back to you when they're feeling kind of down to you?
I have things I do afterwards to reground myself, clear myself, and change the energy back in the room, because the reason I want them to come here is because they're feeling that. So it's perfectly okay. I mean, some people get on like they won't sob the whole time. I just do the work, and that's how they heal. So it's perfectly fine. I wouldn't say, oh yeah, I'm gonna wait till you stop crying. No, it's all in that modality, and it gets them to where they need to be, and it helps me actually. So
that's beautiful.
It's a win-win.
What do you think makes your services different?
Well, not only because of the way I do my hours and what I know, I like to incorporate things. And to me, if I'm working on your back and I think, God, they would really, gliding cupping would help them so much, I'll ask, can I add a gliding cup on you? And I don't charge for it because it doesn't cost me anything. It's just part of the massage. I finish with hot stones. I like to incorporate scrubs on your feet. So there's little things I like to do to add in, and it doesn't cost you any extra. So I kind of think that makes me stand out a little bit.
I would say so. Yeah.
And I'm not stuck like to that hour. I stop at that hour. If I go over a little bit and you're okay with it, we're good. So It's all in helping people heal and get them to where they need to be.
You can tell, right, folks? You can just tell that it's such a difference than just a shop that's going so that you get in and out in the amount of
It's
allotted
$10
time and
extra
everything.
for a cup. It's crazy.
And she has such a beautiful location and everything. So really a treat if you get a chance to be here and do something with her. What made you want to go into your own business?
Just thrust into it, actually.
Oh.
I didn't plan on it, not right away. I was home with my husband who had hurt himself, and the director from my massage therapy school called and said, there's a room for rent up in Sparta. Are you near there? And I'm like, yeah, I know Sparta. I grew up here. And lo and behold, I rented that room. I've moved on since, but it was a great beginning. The only thing that was a little scary is it's all on my own. So there's no business loans, and so referrals are a great thing for me. And it's all on me, and it's okay. I'm getting there.
You are.
It's
You
working.
are. Good. Yeah. And she's so charitable too. She does. You take your chair and you go to all kinds of events
Yeah.
and the massage chair. I don't know if you guys can see it over the corner there. She just packs that up and goes and does chair massages at these different craft shows or a school or different places. Tell them a little bit about some of your.
Well, at the end of the month, I have the Special Olympics coming up. That's a good one. I just did Walk Hill Valley this past Saturday. That was for their arts department. Talented kids just standing there singing. Doing the Jewish women's camp on April 22nd. So if there's an event, I don't mind doing it. I do bachelorette parties, family barbecues, reunions, baby showers, wedding wedding receptions. I just go everywhere with my chair.
That's amazing.
I have fun.
That's good. And you can certainly tell. What do you think are some of your client successes? Like, have you helped someone where you go, oh my gosh,
yeah,
life changing?
Lymphatic drainage, which is my baby. I love manual lymphatic drainage. When someone comes in, they either had a breast removed and their arms all swollen, or they have lymphedema and the legs swollen, and I can actually get that lymph to move and get the leg to get almost to normal. And long COVID people who have the brain fog, who still have the body and muscle aches that can't quite function. They never really came back completely. I love getting those. People with sciatic pain who can now walk because they're not in pain anymore. So
where were you when I was pregnant?
Yeah. I have a lot of pregnant women.
Yeah. Gosh, 30 something years ago. Steve sat right there on that sciatic nerve.
Oh, shame on you, Steve.
That's right. Oh, what is something that people should know prior to going for a massage or treatment?
Always ask questions. If there's something you don't know, because not for nothing, when you're on that table and you're not dressed, you're vulnerable.
Yeah, true.
And I always explain to my people exactly how I massage. Like, I uncover your back, I massage, I cover it back up. If you choose to keep your undergarments on or off, it doesn't matter to me. I don't uncover that area. I drape specific to keep you covered and protected, because there has to be a level of trust and comfort for someone.
Yeah.
So, if there's a question or something's uncomfortable, definitely tell your therapist, because they need to stop doing it. They're going to hurt you. So, always ask the questions, always, state what your needs are, and don't feel bad about it. And don't think, questions are stupid, because they're not. They're logical.
That's great. That's great. That's great advice. Is there anything about your field that people commonly misunderstand or overlook?
Yes. Well, they don't quite understand what massage is. And there's a stigma with massage therapy that stems back to World War II, as I've explained. Masseuse is the word that they used as a cover for prostitution. And when people ask me if I'm a masseuse, I'm like, no, I'm a massage therapist, or I'm a bodywork specialist, or licensed massage therapist. And, I don't like the word masseuse. And there's a couple of wisecrack jokes, and they're so highly inappropriate and insulting to me. And if you wouldn't ask your mother or your daughter that question, what makes you think you should ask me that? And that's how I look at it. So
good. So there's your public service announcement.
Yeah.
Right? Don't ever call them a masseuse, which I learned, because who knew, right?
Yeah.
Who knew? So she educated me certainly on that when we were chatting at one of our BNI meetings. So I'm so glad you did, because you don't want to ever offend anybody
No.
unless you really need to do that. But
Mhm.
what would you tell someone who's looking to book an appointment with you?
You can go to my website, bonnieshealinghands.com, or you can call me directly, 862-207-1284, and I can schedule it for you. If you have any questions on a certain modality, you're not quite sure what treatment you would need, you could always call me and I'll get back to you within 24 hours, way before 24 hours. But yeah.
Great. And she does do gift certificates, which I've been a recipient of and loved, and also have given gift certificates, and those recipients love them. So again, if you're in the northern New Jersey area, Bonnie has lots of locations, or several locations.
Yeah.
And it sounds like some more expanding as well soon. And she would just love for you to come and visit. I would love for you to come and visit her as well. I think she's an amazing person,
you.
human being, and I am so glad and so blessed that we've had a chance to get
Thank
to
you.
know each other. Well, thanks so much for listening, everybody. Hope you enjoy this, and I look forward to coming back with you with another interview in the near future. Thanks so much.